Yep, I think I'm alive. Just a minute. Mm, so I'm coding out in the second monitor, the laptop I'm having. I'm just seeing the songs. Right now I'm implementing the render pass. It's giving me the render pass where the rendering commands happen. Command encoder render pass begin rendering pass. Who's serve recording a render pass list of rendering commands in command encoder. Okay. So begin rendering pass. Who's okay? Let me see more about this. It leaves till the encoder. So we are passing in the command encoder dot begin rendering pass. It's passing. Okay. Then we will need to pass the encoder self right. Yep. We need to pass this. Okay. We are just directly passing the. This, don't we need to pass in the. Okay. Command encoder. I think I'm hearing myself talk. So when you see the method definition, public function, and pass and coordinate function, this first parameter self means this method requires a mutable reference to command encoder. Okay, just automatically instance the argument method code. Okay, because we are using um, a method from the encoder. So I'm under. Okay, this is my bad. Yep. Or begin. We need to pause in the dot. Sorry, and pass descriptor. Let me see what should I put in the error pass descriptor. So in the label, color attachment depth. Okay. Mm, okay. After label, we need color attachments, which is actually some types of colors. View, resolve, target, and operations. Okay, I'm not sure what is happening in this operations. I'm still learning LLD. I think it will be useful in my job. So describes a color attachment or another person. Okay, log is a color attachment. Render person needs to know where the rendering output goes, how the target should be initialized, what happens to the result afterwards. I'm also not able to intuitively understand this because this is my first time working with GPU rendering. Code say render it into the texture view, clear it to the dark gray first, and keep the rendered result afterwards. Okay. So color attachment is an optional. Okay. So that's why it needs some. Everything needs at least some or value. If you're giving the value, you need to put some. If not, you need an none. Okay. Mm, I'm I'm passing in the address for okay render color attachments. View is from the view. Where did we get the view from? From where? View is coming from view. I'm not sure I'm seeing any view. Okay. Okay, they're using texture view. Mm, so let me check directly. We are entering the texture view. So texture view, and we are having so target. Just putting in none, and operations is we are having the operation. Let me check here. Operations are okay. We don't need to like actually need a reference because we are just creating constant value for operations. Load WGPU. What you're loading? Mm, Load up, store up, load up. Whether data will be written through this attachment, no, the result text is specified always return to regardless of the setting. Okay, so target is not set. Store where the data will be written, whether the data will be written through these attachments. Okay, load operations. What is happening in the load operations? Hash partial serialized copy. Should you copy? Yeah, nope. Here we are doing clear. Why are we even clearing? Mm, because if you can render multiple textures and add performance, so like this is called multiple rendering targets. Rendering pass. Rendering pass. Mm, I have one active color attachments. Okay, rendering pass color stack disabled on view. This actual view being rendered into is actually creative website result target with a multi-sample anti-aliasing. If multi-sampling rendering happens into multi-sample texture, then result into normal texture. We don't know what is happening fully in here. What happens at the start, what happens at the end for this load up start of the render clears the texture into a specific color. Okay, the clear color. As we early range 1.6 is become very dark, fully opaque equal to roughly. Okay, so just clearing it to a normal screen first. Mm, mm, yes, 1.0. It's, I think it should not be transparent because we are giving one. Yep, so it's a very dark gray. Should it be like white, right? I need to change it to be white. I think so. Mm, so what is stored? GPU. Oh, this is the first thing which is happening. Mm, okay. I think this is good for the rendering loop. Writing in the rendering group, rendering pass clear screen, finish encoder, submit command to the GPU, press in frame. Mm, okay, we clear the screen here. And we need to pause, finish, finish the encoder. So actually we are using the encoder, command encoder, to begin the rendering process. After finishing it, we need to wrap it up. Say to GPU that we finished it, right? Okay. Then texture view. Okay. Command coder in the GPU Rust. Command encoder. Finish. Yep. Dot finish. Command buffer. We'll turn it. Okay. Then we need to catch it. Let command buffer. Then we need to pass it to GPU to do this. Pass it to GPU to implement it. Okay, how to pass it to GPU? We need to put it in a queue somehow. We have the command buffer, so we need to do something with this. Handle command buffer. Command buffer represents complete sequence of command that may be submitted to command queue submit. A command buffer. We already have a queue in the self, right? So we need to do self queue dot submit command buffer. Let hmm, so we need to use once. Just a minute. Executed massive batch. This was the rendering image. What is frame? Mm, high level think of GPS system like factory devices. Will take it notes. Q is the content command buffer is an work order. Yep. Finish the command order and pass it to the queue. Yep. Work order and fame can was or slash image which is being painted. Then why are you presenting frame? Okay, I think I understand right now. Frame and surface. Surface is the monitor. Surface the actual monitor or just a logical to preview before being done. Okay, surface actually you can say this is the monitor just to know to overcomplicate. Mm, okay, I think this is good, but Mm, okay. Command encoder must be mutable. Command encoder. Okay, I think. Okay, this is a buffer to write the instruction, right? So we need to be mutable. I need to keep in mind the buffers need to be mutables. Finish the encoder, pass it to GPU, and the end we are at need a scope. Mm, Super restore graphics encoder should request powers command enter mutably as long as command the encoder is considered. Everything else with the encoder. Mm, cause it command long as the encoders consider. Okay. Mm, width and size. Yep. And size equal to. where the surface. Okay. Inner size. Hmm. If it's not surface, then is it device? So how to get the front? Hmm. Okay. This is rendering just to input source. Okay, I'll come back to it later. Mm, we put like 100 by 100. Window creation is the actual job for WNIT. Yep. Events and sizes. Then should have used. Yep. Can we use this one? Let me check. Okay, I need to pass in the window somehow to the renderer. Okay, then let me check. Mm, let size equal to window dot. Mm, how do you get the size for this one? Go to definitions. Use the window size. Mm, yep, that's why you need to download it. This is okay. Now what's the error in here? We need for the request we need to an adapter. the sum. Okay, finally adapter power should be mm, are you changing something in the render? Okay, we are changing the screen, right? Writing to the device, sorry, writing to the queue. Yep, so it's okay. Cause GPU is parallel computing. If we just put clear screen, then the CPU would have to wait for the GPU. I finished the above process to run and test it out. Okay, this song is finished. Okay, sorry, this is a mistake capitalized. So since we're building high performance, we don't need not react station. Mm, I went to the main on the app state, create a struct app state, holds window render input manager. What? Mm, input state manager. Okay, they're managing this one after investor. Need to create a event loop like continuously get the input from the somehow we need to create event loop to continuously get the input from the mouse, pass it to the uh, and display back. I don't understand why we using frame present where hmm, thought it was just a image which needs to be ownership and to go to gym in like half an hour. Okay, I think I need to wrap it up for today. So let me check for my notes. So I did it. Mm, I need to do cause did a partial one. After that, I need to do it. Like I think I'm in designing vending machine, and